Let's look at some special expansions where we're looking at something squared, like this term, or this term squared, or this term squared, or this term squared. Now, because a plus b squared can be written as a plus b, we could use FOIL on any of these. However, let's see whether we can find a shortcut. A plus b squared is this. If we use FOIL, we'll see something happens. First times the first. A times a is a squared. Outers. A times positive b is positive ab. Inners. Positive b times a is positive ba. Last. Positive b times positive b is positive b squared. So there it is. But we look at these two and we see that they're actually the same term, because ab is the same as ba, isn't it? So this becomes a squared. We've got two lots of ab then. And then on the end we've got the positive b squared. And that should be added. So that gives us an idea here of a little shortcut. Here's what we do. When expanding a plus b squared, the answer is simply, well, it's the square of the first. A squared gives us the first term. The middle term is twice the product of the first and the last. Twice a times b is 2ab. And on the end is just the last squared. So if we remember that shortcut, we can do expanding squared terms much quicker. Let's see how it goes. The first squared. The first term is x, so squaring that is x squared. In the middle is twice the product of the first and the last. So we want to have twice product, so it's times the first x times the last positive 3 is there. We'll simplify that in a minute. But on the end we have the last the last squared, so it's positive 3 squared, which we know is 9. So we have x squared, 2 3s are 6, times x is 6x, so it's adding 6x, and on the end add 9, expanded. This one using the shortcut. The first squared, the first term is c, square it is c squared. In the middle is twice the product, so we're going to have twice the product of the first and the last, so it's twice c times negative 2, and on the end the last squared, so it's adding negative 2 squared. Simplified, c squared, can't do anything with that. This one, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, times c is negative 4c, so it's going to be subtract 4c. Negative 2 squared is positive 4, so in the end we're just going to be adding 4. Expanded. This one, we see it's a squared, so we use our shortcut. The first squared is 4 squared. Twice the product of first and last means 2 times 4 times a, and on the end is the last squared, a squared. Simplifying, 4 squared is 16. 2 4s are 8. 8 times a is 8a, so we're adding 8a, and on the end is a squared. And the last example, a square. Using our shortcut, first squared means negative 2 all squared. Twice the product we'll write like this. Twice the product of the first, 2x, and the last, negative 3. And on the end, the last squared, so we're adding negative 3 squared. 2x times 2x, well 2 2s are 4, x times x is x squared, so it's 4x squared. This one, 2 2s are 4, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12, times x is negative 12x, so it's subtract 12x, and negative 3 squared is positive 9, so it's just adding 9. There's some examples to show you how this shortcut works. Square the first, in the middle is twice the product, and on the end is L squared.